Alright guys, so today I want to talk about something that is very near and dear to our hearts, and it is the simple fact that the PlayStation 5 has been out for a little over a year now. I'm thinking the release date was November 11th or the 12th, either one of those. I can't even get it right. Look at me, I'm an idiot. But nevertheless, it was, a year and some change, whatever, but I can't even believe that it's been that long. Like, am I old? No, I'm only 21, but I feel like I'm very old. I mean, time is just flying. I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore. After a year of owning it, is it really worth it? What has the console got going for it? And even a year later, we still can't get our hands on one due to the shortage. So should you really be crying in your bedroom at night, sitting in the corner under your pillow because you're still stuck with the PlayStation 4? Well, that's for you to decide after this video. Let's talk about it. All right, so first let's jump into what I and many others most likely feel like is the most important part of a console. The whole reason why you get one in the first place, the games. Now, PlayStation for a very long time now, I will sound like a good old Sony fanboy myself, has had a very, very good track record of video games. I mean, look at a whole list long of what's going on there, and just give it a second. Yeah. With the PlayStation 5, I will say that so far, it has had better quality exclusives in the time frame of a year than the PlayStation 4 did, okay? So far, just off the top of the dome, let's think about this. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Demon's Souls, Sackboy, we have Uncharted Remastered coming out. I don't know if you should count that or not, but a lot of games have gotten upgrades from the PS4 version that makes the game a hell of a lot better. Now listen, it's very hard to explain when you're playing a PlayStation 4. I was the same person. I was like, hey, 30 FPS, who really cares? I don't need the 60. But when you get the 60 and you get the DualSense with it, the upgraded controller, the 60, the 4K, let's just say you don't ever want to go back, okay? I played God of War, replayed it, the 60 frames, the 4K. I'm telling you, delicioso. And that is, PlayStation does have a few other top games coming soon. Horizon Forbidden West, Spider-Man 2. Obviously, Spider-Man 2 is way out there, but you also have Wolverine that's way out there. But come on now. I mean, the games I'm mentioning right now, come on. Deathloop is a timed exclusive. It's going to be on Xbox eventually, but for now, that's like a 10 out of 10 PlayStation game. Sifu, that's coming out soon. I could probably look up some others, but you get my point. The PlayStation 5 has many games for every type of gamer. If you like the free roam, the sandbox, go play Spider-Man. If you like the one-dimensional, adventure there, you just want to play that story with great gameplay, be done with it, then you're going to play The Last of Us 2, fully upgraded, 60 FPS, go for it. So let's just say Sony is not lacking on the game side, as they usually don't. Now, of course, as I transition to talking about the UI, the home screen, good old user interface, of course, it could use a lot of upgrades. Over the course of this past year, I really do like what they went for. They wanted you to feel like you were using a premium product and you felt like that buying this console got you something new. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the UI, but it's got some stuff lacking on there. The PS4 had a lot of things going for it because over time it got upgraded, but a lot of the things that had PS4 up there for a lot of people on that user interface, they ended up taking away for the PS5. I don't know why. I called Sony last night. They wouldn't answer my phone call, so I couldn't tell you. But really, there is a whole list of things that they ended up taking away for the PS5. I mean, something so simple as to having a PS5 theme. When you scroll over to a game, I do like how it plays the good old theme song or, whatever the hell's going on there, and then it plasters the wallpaper. I do like that, but I really do feel like there should be an option for you to have a theme in the background, at least until you scroll over and then you want to hear all that going on. Like I said, it seems like a premium interface, but they do need to fix some things. Scrolling all the way across the sidebar at the bottom just to get over to something is just getting on my nerves, and everyone else that has a PS5. Just to leave a party, I have to press like 300 buttons. I'm tired of doing that shit. Hell, just to turn off the console, I gotta press 300 buttons. So let's get out of there. I mean, overall, the UI, it looks nice, needs improvement. Now, when we talk about the actual console itself and what it looks like, yes, it is a huge white spaceship. Yes, it takes up a lot of counter space, but for some reason, it grew on me. I ended up putting stickers all over the PS5 faceplates, and now Sony is coming out with customizable faceplates along with the DualSenses that can match it. I think it has a lot going for it. Customization-wise, I knew it would when we all saw the faceplates. So I got nothing to complain about other than the console could really use a slim version and just look the same. I would be fine with that. I mean, who wouldn't be fine with that? Other than that, I think the console, you're really gonna see once you buy one and you put it on there and it's just sitting there a couple months, you know, eventually it's just whatever. It's huge, but it's kind of good looking in a way. Kind of like what most people say about their X, but moving on. Now with the actual controller itself, it's pretty sexy, it's pretty slim. All right, now all jokes aside, I mean, those aren't jokes, that's real. It's probably the best controller in my opinion in gaming right now. The only thing that was wrong with the DualShock 4 was that it was a little bit too tiny. It needed a little bit more meat on the bones there, and that is exactly what Sony did with this one. Trust me, you grasp it, you feel the meat, you're never going back.
That's what she said.
The haptic feedback is nice with the triggers and all the way to stuff you've already heard about. You already know what's going on. If you want to turn it off, you can, and a lot of people do, including myself when it comes to like first-person shooters. And some games, I just really don't need it on. It's a cool feature, but is it going to change the game? Not necessarily. Like I said, it is cool. I'm kind of split in the middle on this feature. It's really cool, but does it drain your battery life? Obviously, the battery on the controller is not that good. It's not horrible, but not that good, nevertheless. It all depends on what you want. If you want a really immersive single-player experience, it's fun. The haptic feedback is fun, you know, whatever. But for multiplayer games and other games, I take it off. You don't need it. And overall, the PlayStation 5 over this span of a year and some change has really showed what it can do, in my opinion. I think the best thing you have going for this console is the first-party titles, obviously. I feel like that was the same as the PlayStation 4, except this time you have two competing consoles, the Series X and the PS5, that both claim the 60 frames to 120, the 4K, you know what I'm saying? The ray tracing. So, I mean, you have two head-to-head consoles that are competing with each other, and really all it comes down to is your preference. The PS5 has all these games, the Xbox is about to have all these games, including the Game Pass. Which one would you rather have? I mean, me personally, if you can get both, I just say get both, okay? Wrapping up the review of the PlayStation 5, is it actually worth it a year after you get it? For me, yes. I hope that you all who have had the lucky opportunity to get a PlayStation 5 can say the same, because hey, it's a great thing to have when you just come home from work, you worked your 10-hour to 12-hour shift, you're tired, you're hurting, you sit down, you turn it on, and now you're playing Spider-Man Remastered in the best way possible. There's nothing that can top that, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the console. Do you guys have it yet? And if you don't have it, why not? It's not like there's a shortage or anything. No, but really, if you don't have it, do you just not want one? Given the opportunity, do you think you're gonna stick with the PS4 for a little bit more longer? I don't know. Share some opinions with me. Let me know what you guys think. And until then, I thank you for watching, but I'll see you next time.